It's not necessary to tilt the driver cab when bleeding the steering system, but it does make the work easier. So first check the cab for loose objects. Open the maintenance cover, set the switching valve to tilt and press the activation button for the tilting equipment. While the cab is tilting, no one is permitted to stand in the tilting area in front of the cab. Always tilt the cab to its end position. Next, raise the vehicle on its front axle. This will later make it easier to turn the front wheels. Next, check the steering gear oil level. The oil should not be below the minimum limit. If there's not enough oil in the fluid reservoir, then the hydraulic pump will suck air into the system again. Start the engine and let it idle. A running engine allows the oil to circulate. Now remove the lock nut from the left end limit setting screw and screw it in as far as it will go. The steering must be located in the middle position and the engine should run continuously. Reattach the lock nut. By the way, the L here stands for left end limiting valve. This valve is thus responsible for limiting the hydraulic pressure on the left and not for the right end limiter. Next step, hold the steering wheel in the left end stop position for approximately 5 seconds and then repeatedly turn the steering against the mechanical stop. Moving the steering wheel back and forth repeatedly increases and limits the oil flow. This enables the air in the steering circuit to better escape. Next, check the steering oil reservoir to see whether there are any air bubbles in the oil. If you discover air bubbles in the oil reservoir, then you must continue to let the engine run and once again turn the steering against the left stop, repeating until no further bubbles appear in the reservoir. In the process, the steering system bleeds off the air automatically. In order to set the pressure limit valve now, attach the manometer. First, remove the screw plug and replace this plug with a screw socket. Tighten the screw socket. Now you can easily attach the manometer. When making the measurement, the steering wheel must be held in the left position against the end stop. This requires the help of an assistant. Set the steering pressure to 50 bar. You obtain the required pressure by setting the left end limiting valve. And don't forget, the engine must be running throughout the entire process. Once the pressure has reached 50 bar plus 10 bar tolerance, tighten the locking nut to 38 Newton meters using a torque key. By the way, here is the right end limiting valve. After setting the left end limiting valve, then check the right end limiting valve in the right position and set it if necessary.